FIFA 16. Play beautiful.
1 year ago, that is correct, exactly 1 year ago, I started a series that did so much for my channel, and it was the Barcelona career mode. It was the FIFA 15 Barcelona career mode. Today, on the FIFA 16 early access, I'll be starting my FIFA 16 Barcelona career mode. That is correct, guys. The Barcelona career mode is back. It is better than ever on this new game. Early access on FIFA 16. So, guys, right now, make sure to drop me a like rating. If we can smash over 500 likes, that is correct, guys. If we can smash over 500 likes, I will do a double upload tomorrow. That is correct. 500 likes in 24 hours for a double upload of this series tomorrow. Make sure you go ahead and drop a like rating. In the comment section down below, guys, you know what you have to do. You have to drop your transfer suggestions down below in the comment section for this Barcelona team. And if you are new around here, make sure you go ahead and click that subscribe button to the home of FIFA 16 career mode. But as you guys can see on your screens right now, we're jumping into this career mode. We'll be picking our pre-season friendly tournaments. That is correct. We have been invited to the Asian Elite Cup, the Invitational Cup, and the Champions Trophy. I've decided to actually go with my second option because due to the fact that I am from Australia and that pre-season competition was going to be held in Australia, so I've decided to go with that one. That competition is the Invitational Trophy, so I'll be playing that in today's episode, and that will be my pre-season competition. I'll be looking to win already a piece of silverware. So to kick off my career modes, if you are new around here, I'll always show you guys my starting 11, the default starting 11. This is the Barcelona side, the 4-3-3 formation with Neymar, Messi, and Suarez up on top. Suarez will be starting as that striker in that MSN, you can say, connection. The front three, obviously, of Neymar, Suarez, and Messi. I cannot wait to get this series underway, guys. The 4-3-3 formation is the formation I will be starting off with. You guys can see the actual team that I do have with this Barcelona squad. You guys probably already know the Barcelona team and who is actually in the squad. I'll be showing you guys a few emails I have received just after I do make a change of putting Turan as a substitute. He's a new signing for Barcelona, obviously coming from Atletico Madrid during the past transfer window. My two centre-backs at the moment is going to be Mascherano and Piqué. Dani Alves and Jordi Alba will be the right back and the left back, and obviously Bravo in goals. But I really do want to bring another fullback. A fullback, obviously a left back or a right back, a player that can actually play in both of those positions, because I really only have Jordi Alba and Dani Alves. They're really only the two fullbacks that I'm really keen on in this Barcelona squad that we do have. So I'm going to look to bring in another fullback, and I do have a couple of also some transfers that I really do want to make during this season. So the first transfer window of this season with Barcelona, this is obviously season number 1. I really don't want to make unrealistic transfers and players that will actually depart the club. So I really want to keep that Barcelona feel. I don't want to get rid of players just for the sake of getting rid of them, and I do have quite a lot of money to actually work with. You guys will be seeing my transfer budget just after take a look at these emails. My domestic cup objective is to win the domestic cup, obviously win the League Cup, and also win the league. That's right, the board have given me the objective of winning the La Liga for this season with Barcelona. I actually have £82 million as my transfer budget and 325,000 as my wage budget, which is just so much money that I can actually work with. So there's a few young players I'm really high on in this Barcelona side. Bartra and Muniya. That's right, Muniya was a player that I knew nothing about going into FIFA 15, my Barcelona career mode, and I had a lot of you guys suggesting him in that series. I really did learn some knowledge of the young man. So you guys can see the new addition in FIFA 16 career mode, it is training. That is correct, guys. I am doing some training with my players. You guys did see the 5 players that will be actually being trained in this first, you could say, training session. So you do have one training session per week. That is how it works in FIFA 16 career mode. You have one training session per week, and you actually choose what players you want to use and what sort of statistics you do want to work on. I did work on Suarez, his long shots. You guys did see from the first skill moves. This second one is working on Neymar's crosses. Obviously, Neymar is a left winger. I really do want to work on his crosses, as he'll be whipping in the balls to Suarez and Messi if you do find him back post. But obviously, Neymar is a winger. I do really want to work on his crosses. Both him and Suarez did get a C rating for those skill moves, so that's not obviously the best. It's not an A, but I will take that. It's a C, and obviously the more I play with these skill moves, the more better I will get a feel and adjust to these training sessions, you can say. As Bartra, one of my centre backs I'm so high on, this guy has a lot of potential. He actually got an A in his training session, which was awesome to see. So these actual training sessions are done by skill games, which are also in FIFA 16 if you guys do want to just go ahead and play some skill games. But in my opinion, guys, training, go do it. Why not? If you're in a career mode, and when the full game does drop, because obviously this is the early access, go ahead, do some training. I really did enjoy doing these training sessions, as Muniya actually picks up an A in his training session, which is awesome to see. And also, when you are picking your players for your training sessions, there is, I want to say, in the top right hand corner, when you are selecting your players, it does let you know if your player has a lot of growth to go. So it really does say if your player does have potential. So obviously you really do want to train those players that do have those potentials to obviously bring up their stats, bring up their overall, and mostly work with young players in your training sessions. As you guys can see that I am actually training to Steigen. I wanted to work on one of my goalkeepers. Didn't want to go with Bravo. I decided to go with actually to Steigen, and he also picks up an A in his training session. So 2 C's, 3 A's, which is awesome to see. And the skill in this training session, I had 2 players, Suarez and Muniya. Both of their training sessions were actually silver, so they were in the medium category. And Neymar, Bartra, and ter Stegen, their training session was in the easy category. And obviously you guys can go to hard if you want to, but that was my first training session. Didn't really know too much going into it, and now I do have more of a knowledge in training in FIFA 16 career mode. I'm going to work off that. And guys, in the comment section also, let me know on players that you guys want me to work on in the training session. So let me know what players you want me to work on in training in this Barcelona side. As I did say last year on my FIFA 15 Barcelona career mode, on day 1 of that career mode, I signed a player called Lacazette. He was at Lyon. I really had no clue who he was, but this man made an impact in my career mode. And obviously, as I did say, exactly 1 year ago, I started my FIFA 15 Barcelona career mode. So I want to go and try and sign Lacazette. Let's hope that he can make an impact on this Barcelona side like he did back in the other game, as we only really do have one striker. The only striker that we do have is Suarez. Obviously, Messi can play striker if I really do want him to. Also, Muniya can play as a striker, but I really do want a natural striker, so that's why I'm going to go with Lacazette. Could you imagine Lacazette, Suarez, Messi, Neymar, Turan, Muniya as our attack line? That is insane just to think about that. As I am making a few changes, as we are going into our first pre-season friendly tournament game. As I did say, I will be doing this pre-season tournament, and it is the Invitational Cup. As I did say, I'm from Australia. There is an opportunity for me to bring my Barcelona side to Australia. Hey, why not? FC Barcelona up against this Saudi Arabia team. I want to say Al Hadi is their name, or Al Ittihad is their name. I want to say Al Ittihad. Yes, that is correct. Al Ittihad. That we're coming up against them. They are Saudi Arabia side, and let's hope that we can pick up the win here. This is actually my first game in FIFA 16. That is correct, guys. Going into this game against this side, they're not the strongest of sides, and as I did say, this is my first game of FIFA 16 on the full build of the game. Obviously, I've played the demo, but this was my first game on the full build. probably wasn't the best idea to actually be recording and actually showing you guys my first game, but hey, I wanted to start this career mode. I was so excited to get this career mode up and going for you guys with Barcelona, but our opposition actually had I want to say the second chance of the game, as we did have an earlier chance with Suarez as his chance was blocked. They had a shot there in the 35th minute just outside the box, and his shot does hit the post. As we're pushing on into the second half, I am going to make a formation change. I still keeping the 4-3-3 formation, but I went with a 4-3-3 attacking formation, actually playing with a central attacking midfielder just behind the striker, who is obviously Luis Suarez, and actually bringing on Adal Turan out on the right wing. Busquets will also be coming on. Bartra will also be coming on, and obviously for these preseason games you can make unlimited substitutions. Obviously in normal games, competitive games, you can only make 3, but in preseason games you can make unlimited substitutions. And Adal Turan in the 68th minute, can he be a super sub? As he whips it across to actually find Sandro with the header. He also did get subbed on, but his header does hit the side netting. So we had a chance after making those few substitutions, but our chance did go wide of the goal, not actually hitting the target surprisingly. As in the 72nd minute, Thomas Vermaelen wins a ball off one of our opposition attackers. He plays it to Rakitic, who plays it inside to Sergio Roberto, who actually did get subbed on also, and Sergio Roberto's shot is straight at the goalkeeper. As in the 84th minute, our opposition had a fantastic chance here. They do win the ball back. They do well to get around a few midfielder there, and it is just some fantastic one-touch play. Bit of Barcelona tiki-taka football, probably learning off us. And in the 86th minute, guys, we have conceded. We are 1-0 down, and we are on the verge of humiliation. That is correct, guys. With 4 minutes to go, we might be actually losing our first friendly game. Obviously, it's our first friendly game, my first game of FIFA 16. This is played on world class, and I was struggling quite a bit, but from that, I knew I had to get a goal on this attack. As it's Ivan Rakitic, as he plays it wide to Adal Turan, does well to get around one defender, does well to get around another defender. It's going to smash it on his left foot, and what a fantastic finish there it is there from Adal Turan, getting around a few defenders and just placed that one into the back of the net. Yes, it did hit the post, but what a strike it was from Turan. We have leveled it at 1-1. We're on the verge of humiliation, losing to the Saudi Arabia side, but lucky Turan has got the goal. He's leveled it at 1-1, and after the 90 minutes, the game is going to end 1-1. That is correct, guys. The game does end 1-1. Not the best performance to kick off our friendly games. Obviously, this isn't a competitive game. Just really testing out the side. It was my first game on this full build of FIFA 16. Turan becomes the super sub. He comes on, scores a goal. Will Turan be the super sub? Sorry, during this season? You guys will have to wait and find out. 1-1 draw. I was happy after Turan did pick up that goal. So 1-1 draw. We scored a goal. Sadly, we conceded, but it was nice to see that we did pick up a goal with Adal Turan, and what a goal it was. That was actually the first goal of this series. As Thomas Vermaelen, he actually did pick up an injury from that game. Sadly, he's going to be out for 2 months. As Lacazette, Lyon do not accept my offer. They actually want £53 million, and that is way too much. I'm not going to spend £53 million on Lacazette, no matter how good he is. As I do offer him £35 million, hoping that they can accept that. As we do receive an offer for Sergio Busquets, it is from Arsenal. It's £33 million, and as I did say at the beginning of the video, I really do want to keep this Barcelona feel with my squad. At the beginning of FIFA 15, sadly, Busquets did get sold to, I want to say, Arsenal. I'm pretty sure it was Arsenal. I know that he did get sold, so that is why I really don't want to get rid of him. I want to keep him in the club, and I do want to use him in this crew mode series. As AC Milan come with offer for Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen has potential. I want to keep him at the club, and he is one of our #1 goalkeepers in this squad at the moment. As we are jumping into our second friendly game in the Invitational Cup, coming up against Bayern Munich. That is correct, guys. Bayern Munich versus Barcelona in a friendly game. This is already a huge game. You guys are probably wondering, where is Messi? Where is Neymar? Where is Bravo? etc. And these players are actually playing for their country at the moment, because as you guys didn't know, I want to say it's Copa America was actually going on in the past. So it was a couple months ago before the season actually started when these friendly games were on. So obviously Messi, Neymar, just for example, are out on international duty at the moment. That is why we're going to have to deal and play the rest of this competition without those players. But Turan, he'll be starting out on the right, as Muniya will be starting out on the left, as Suarez will be starting as the striker, and just behind him will be Ivan Rakitic. You guys did see that I did change out the formation, still the 4-3-3, but so decided to go with that formation that did pick up that late goal in our previous game. As in the 6th minute we had a chance, it was a save from Manuel Neuer. The ball falls out to Adriano as he headers it to Muniya. The young man does very well with a fake shot to get around Badstuber there, and he's going to put it into the top corner. What a dream start it is. After 8 minutes, we've taken the lead here against Bayern Munich in the Invitational Cup. Adriano did very well to header that one to Muniya, did very well to get around that defender, and what a fantastic finish it was into the back of the net, resulting in that we've taken a 1-0 advantage here against Bayern Munich in the early stages. Let's hope that we can keep it up. But ever since that goal, it was really all Bayern Munich. They were starting their main starting 11, for example, having Robert Lewandowski in their squad. They did have a chance there, but it was a save from ter Stegen. Pushing on into the 87th minute, we try and play the ball through, but we do give away a penalty. That is correct. Jackson Martinez did get taken down in their defensive box. So from that, Manuel Neuer obviously does have a goal kick. He's going to look to bomb it long. Bombing it long, he's actually going to find Philipp Lahm with the header. He heads it down as the ball gets played to Robert Lewandowski. Does do well to get around Bartra there. Whips in the cross back post, and right at the end, that is correct, in the 90th minute, Bayern Munich have got a goal. It's Bayern Munich 1, Barcelona 1, as we were right on the minute. There was only 3 minutes to go in extra time. We were almost going to pick up our first win, but sadly, we conceded right at the end to Bayern Munich. And obviously, Bayern Munich, a quality side. Sadly, the game is going to end 1-1. But hey, at least we took a draw against Bayern Munich. That is a very nice result. Plus, they were starting, obviously, almost their whole starting 11. Boateng, Manuel Neuer, Robert Lewandowski, Robben, Philipp Lahm, just to name a few, did start for Bayern Munich. But guys, that is how the first episode of the Barcelona career mode for FIFA 16 is going to end. And if you did enjoy it, make sure you go ahead and drop a like rating. Remember guys, that 500 likes will get you guys a double upload of this series tomorrow. Make sure you drop a comment down below on players you want me to sign during this transfer window. Make sure also click subscribe if you are new around here. I'm actually going to leave you guys off with a few goals from today's video. That is correct, a few goals from today's video to end off the episode, and I'll see you all on my next video.
Turan, and in the nick of time, the equaliser. Well, we see it again, how close it was to maybe hitting the post and staying out, but luck was with him. In it goes, it counts.
Now, I think the goalkeeper thought he got his angles covered there, but he didn't look too pleased when it rebounded in.
And in goes the cross, and he's in there with a header. Well, they're level. And where did that come from? They've got the goal so late on.
And what a header it was. But it's flown over the top of the keeper.